Well, that's interesting. It would seem that the Clouds video is not working, as we are now currently live. Most interesting. Oh, hi, everyone. Mild Sweat, welcome. Welcome to the stream.
Clouds. Well then, God damn it, no clouds.
Yeah.
What even is the series anymore if we don't have clouds?
I'll just test that one more time. Yeah, no, it's just cutting just like normal. Nope. No clouds. Computer says no.
Not today.
Pay no attention to the man behind the screen.
Well, hi everyone, and welcome to the show. We're totally prepared and ready. I did not expect to have another 20 seconds whilst Clouds played at all. Hi, this is a show. This is a show where we do things. Scrat of the Scraticus Academy at your service. We have social links. Check those out. There you go. Check out our social links. Check out also our goal progress, currently presented to you by the lovely assistants, both Avery, Lauren, and Simon. Thank you so much for that sub with Twitch Prime. That does mean you get a nat 1 or 20 to gift, Lauren. It is entirely pay to win. Yeah.
I'll think about it.
I'll think if you need it, sort of thing. Yeah, so our progress is amazing. Thank you so much. We're 2 days in and already 10% of our monthly costs have been covered. So thank you very much, everyone. You can also support us on Patreon. And if you can give as much as you like there on a monthly subscription. And also we have a bunch of like free articles and stuff, which I head out and commission and things like that. So check them out. The most recent one was by Renee about Monty Cook Games thing. And the next one will be by Derek coming out on the 1st. And secrets. I'll tell you what it's about when it comes out. We also have merchandise, which is currently all in the wash, so I can't show you any because we're going to MCM Comic Con next weekend. But hey, it's really cool and really comfy and really nice. We also have sponsors in the form of Burden of Storm Publishing and Mage Hand Press. Go and check them out. Their content's amazing. If you give it a lick, it tastes just like raisins. Competition is over. So I haven't looked at the winner yet, but someone has won these dice, and I'll be shipping them out probably on Sunday. So congratulations, whoever you are. We'll find out very soon. We also have a tweet, which I 100% haven't finished updating yet because, of course, because I'm getting to that right now. However, I'll upload that in a minute. I'll hand the stream over to Kienna.
Yeah, hand it over to me as we casually fluster over the things that didn't work in the background. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Adventures in the Wild Blue. This is a Lady Blackbird series that takes place over 2 different streams, showcasing 2 different perspectives of the same story. This week we are with the Imperials, and what's this? An outsider? Where does she come from? No, we're going to find that out as we have our first crossover episode between our 2 different casts, and I'm very, very excited to fill in all the drama, because that's what we're here for. But let's go around and let's get everyone to introduce themselves and who they're playing, pronouns for both, and then we'll dive right into the game. So first up is Julie. Hello.
Hello, I'm Julie. I'm an artist. I'm playing Crow today. She is our team mom and pilot, and I don't know what to expect today. Pronouns. I go by she, her, or they, them. Crow is primarily she, her. You're muted, Kiana.
God fucking damn it. All right. Well, off to a great start, everyone.
We got this.
Our Imperial Captain, Simon, hello.
Hello, I'm Simon, he, him, playing the only real captain on the show tonight, Captain Sebastian Snow, who obtained his captain license legally and such. His pronouns are he, him as well. And that's about it, I think.
Awesome. And also behind the scenes, everyone, there's been a renaming chat
There's a war.
happening between our two captains, which is a great segue over to our other captain, Lauren.
Hi, I'm Lauren. I'm that salty ginger over on Twitter, she, her pronouns. And tonight I'm playing the hottest, realest, most disastrous captain. Captain Cyren Vance, who's, she's too cool for school. Those are words. And I'm totally prepared, as you can tell, like I always am, with whatever I say. Yup.
This is gonna be fun. I totally didn't plan for maximum drama. Nope. What are you talking about? And next up, we have Avery.
Hello. My name's Avery. I go by MatBat online. I'm an artist and cosplayer. I will be playing Tanya today, who is one of the ship's mechanics. And both of us go by she, her, or they, them. And I'm very excited to see how this goes, because there's so many possibilities for all kinds of disasters.
Yes, all the disasters. And last but certainly not least, of course, we have the Scraticus himself. Hello.
Oh, hi guys, I'm Scraticus. You might recognize me from such channels as like Scraticus and Account of Roleplay and Greyhawk channel, but not Off the Table yet. I will point out, I've actually just figured out I've never actually featured on Off the Table. Throwing it out there. Never featured there. I guess you'll think I'm too busy or something. Anyway, I'm Scraticus, and I'll be playing Brenda Arkham today. And Brenda, she you know. Oh, actually, by the way, any pronouns are fine for me. You can use any ones you like. And also, Brenda, she goes by she/her pronouns. Mostly, she thinks it's more intimidating. That's her main motivation.
I love it. Amazing. Well, with all that out of the way, I guess we should just dive right in. First, with a recap as to what happened last time. So, last time, a bunch of things happened. A lot of dealing with stuff over on Olympia. Sebastian was able to get out of his very sticky situation by seducing his way out of it.
Getting stickier.
God.
Oops.
Yeah, this is what happens when we put the two disaster captain here. There's innuendos, y'all. Innuendos. But after dealing with that, they settled in for the night, which included dinner with Crow's family and fighting in the fighting pit, because that's what normal people do when they're taking a break.
Good wholesome family evening.
Good wholesome family evening. However, during their time, they were also able to figure out that the Crimson Spectre had been possibly tailed by a ship that is not registered under the Imperial dossiers. Rather, it could be suspected that the ship may belong to a certain Uriah Flint. But they were able to kind of get the general area that the Crimson Spectre was last headed towards, and as they headed towards that direction, they were able to find the Crimson Spectre just floating in the sky, in the blue, apparently listless, with no form of movement happening there. And so, our lovely crew here has decided to board the ship. And that's where we've last left off the Imperials. Hold on one second while I go yell at my roommates to keep it down.
So
I'm not here yet.
If you see any of us just like laughing, like for no apparent reason, it's because this username war is still going.
Yep.
And it is gold.
It's
such a time.
I wish I could
And I'm just
update
like-
the frames fast enough to reflect.
And I'm just like, I don't want to say what's being said because I'm not sure if it's like spoilers or whatnot, but oh my god. There is some shade happening behind the scenes. So if you see me just like, or any of us just like smirking off camera, it's probably because something is happening with
It's
these
not
images.
shade. I'm just like stating facts.
Facts is facts.
The one right now is a fact.
And what I'm about to add is also a fact.
Oh my god! Let's go back to.
We broke it, Kiana. You were gone 20 seconds. We broke it.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
We'd say we're sorry, but we're not really.
No, of course you're not. All right, so.
Yes, we should start the game now.
Yeah, the longer we take at starting the game, the more.
Yep. All right. Okay. Cool. So,
Wow.
before we return to what the Imperials are doing as they board the Crimson Spectre, we've got to go back a little bit, and we got to figure out what happened to Captain Cyren Vance. Last we saw of her last week, she had gone to talk to a rebel group called the Indigo Eye, one that she had previously worked for. She would bring to them some information that was first Imperial and then somehow made it into Pirate King Uriah Flint's hands, and then was trying to be sold off in Nightport before Sai and Birdie were able to interfere and take that information and instead bring it to people who they think could do some good, as it was information that's pretty incriminating and could be used to enslave a lot of people if they were in the wrong hands. Upon getting there, Sai, you are in conversation with these people, Layla being one of them, now the leader of the Indigo Eye, or at least this chapter of it, when there is sudden knocking at the door. Couple of voices shout, "Open the name of the Empire!" And Layla immediately starts to scramble alongside everyone else within this room. They open up a secret latch underneath the table, and you get kind of swept along into this as you all go down into what essentially the sewer system, and as you travel through,
I protect my coat. I put it back on so it doesn't drag in the sewer. It's very important.
Of course you do. And after that, you, when you get back out to the surface, you find yourself at what looks like to be a secreted away dock with a single ship. During the time, you haven't had any chance to try to check in with your crew, and especially now that you the threat of Imperials is right over your heads. Well, it's probably best to just go along with what's happening at this point.
Sure. Great. This is good. They're gonna be pissed. Cool. Yep.
And so you ended up getting onto the ship and taking off. During the meantime, as you kind of after the first like 30 minutes of panic had subsided, Layla tells you the following. One, they're pretty sure they know where the last study of Uriah Flint was.
Yeah. So happy.
And that they were planning to go there at some point anyways to go investigate what he was doing. They also seemed to be entangled with some Imperial business, possible meeting or, at least crossover point between the fleet of Uriah Flint and the Imperial ship, the Crimson Spectre. However, as you got out of, and so you remembered again as the adrenaline drained out. Yes, I should check in.
Just very totally super subtle, like pull out the antenna.
And you realize you're way out of range.
Cool. Tight.
And so, with no other way to contact your ship, and no way to really, well, get off and kind of just do whatever else, you have ended up traveling over the past few days towards the wild space that is the uncolonized worlds.
Cool. As we're flying, probably when we're first going, I go to reach for my locket that I like to squeeze when I get stressed out, only to find it's not there. Super.
It's great.
Great. Cool. I love what we're doing and not being able to contact my crew. They're going to be super happy with me. That's what I know. But of course, they respect me as their truest captain, or the most captain-like on that vessel. So, just gonna kick back and not think about where we're going. That sounds good. And drink. I'm gonna drink.
All right. So as these days pass, with a couple of times where the ship has had to dip down below into the lower depths for a short period of time as Imperial ships seem to cross your paths. However, the Indigo Eye is very well equipped to do these very possibly risky missions. And so, you have found as you've gotten across and past Olympia and into this wild space, one point where you hear among the intercom, Layla's voice being, well, it seems that we have spotted something.
Yay. I'm so happy. Do you have a mint? Just in case we see anyone.
She kind of looks at you like, not
do you?
on
You don't.
hand. I mean, you could look in the kitchens, I suppose.
Okay. Call me if anything terrible appears, like a pirate or Imperial. Doesn't really matter. Either or. I'm gonna go get a mint.
Okay. And as you see what looks like this to be this listlessly floating Imperial ship with the name, the Crimson Spectre, painted upon its wooden side. There seems to be no other ship here. And so, Layla definitely has taken some interest in this as you have grabbed a mint and returned.
I've got like 5. Just poor impulse control.
Right, I feel like that's a bit overkill, Vance.
I mean, that's fine. I'm fine with that.
All right. Well. Okay, this is interesting.
Right. One ship, and it's not a Pirate King ship. It's what is that? Do I know that? Is that an Imperial ship? I know Imperial ships. It's on my sheet.
You would definitely know that this is, even without seeing the name, that this is an Imperial ship.
Great. So
this is the one that we think was either meeting or just happened to cross paths with Flint's.
But he's not here.
No, but, well, it seems like he left his trace here.
Gross. So what's your plan? To board it and look around?
Well, we might as well, I think. Obviously, if this, and she kind of pulls out the plan that you had come from anywhere. Some flints and, well, a pillaged Imperial ship would certainly be a good suspect.
Great. Cool. Well, we're just gonna hop on over.
That's the idea.
Cool.
You don't sound like you're cool with this.
I'm always enthused. I really needed to know where Flint was.
Well,
That was the whole deal.
Perhaps we'll find hints. Patience. You know, a virtue that everyone could do with.
Never heard of it. Cool, let's go. I'm excited.
Of course. And so essentially what ends up happening is that half the crew ends up boarding onto the Crimson Spectre, but the ship disappears into the depths, not wanting to be spotted as, hey, look, there's a ship clearly trying to board this Imperial ship. So you are on board alongside with Layla and a couple of other people from the Indigo Eye. None that you really know, per se. Just, you know, memberships end up getting switched out quite a bit when you do rebel work.
Sure, because of all the deaths.
Yep.
Great.
Things are fine.
What area of the ship do we land in?
So basically, you would have ended up in essentially what is a entrance area, as exchange between ships is not unusual, especially between Imperial ships. There would usually be a way, you know, like kind of a meet point, where if you needed to trade over supplies, or if you needed to trade over weapons or people. So it's basically kind of almost like a foyer, in a sense. So you would have ended up there in the first place. It's a smaller Imperial ship for sure. Again, it's one of those, as you kind of look over, this is definitely more of a espionage ship. Meant to be quick, fast, not really deal with any form of battle, just get in and out.
Cool. So what I'll probably do is just make my way straight to the captain's quarters.
Okay. You start heading over there, and basically Layla gets one of the people to go with you, and the other one goes with her as you split off to quickly investigate. And as you get into the deeper parts of the Crimson Spectre, there is the sound of a ship attaching itself to the Crimson Spectre.
I turn to the, I assume, nondescript rebel with me. The one, no, it's like a red shirt from Star Trek.
There's a red shirt.
Oh no. Do you hear that? Do you have a way of communicating with Layla?
Oh, well, she says that we shouldn't have really, like, any communication stuff in case, like, we get caught and then, you know, tracking stuff.
Right. It's also good for communicating, though.
I mean, yeah.
Okay. Cool. Maybe we should... Why don't you go find her? You go find her. I'm gonna stay here. Don't worry about it. Just go. It's fine. You can leave me. Super. Don't worry about me. Go.
All right, if you say so. And
yep.
Just like they kind of just.
I'm so inspiring. Yeah, I'm gonna start rifling anything I can find that looks like Uriah has been here before. Any paperwork, although I would guess that's been pilfered. And just trying to move super, super fast.
Yeah, so as you get into the captain's quarter, having shoot away this red shirt at the door, it definitely looks like someone has been through this. There's papers everywhere, the desk has been upturned, the mattress is like, it's on the floor. It's gonna be a mess to try to get through.
Well, I'm very familiar with messes, so I'm gonna try.
Okay. As you start rifling through everything, Sebastian, Crow, Tanya, and Brenda, you step into the entryway of the Crimson Spectre.
Okay, I guess you want me.
Pirate.
Yeah. Hello, pirates!
I don't. The ship looks empty, Brenda.
Are there any bodies?
Yeah.
You want I should take point anyway?
Oh, God, yes. I'm still hurt from last night. The other night.
Is it dark in here? Like, is it really dark?
Yes, it's dim. It's kind of emergency lighting.
Oh, okay.
Hang on 2 seconds. Always worth a try.
No, your clap just resounds in this hallway.
Is there, so if there's emergency lighting, would there still be like a generator anywhere or just kind of like a battery or something?
Yeah, so essentially there would be a battery or something placed close to the engineering room.
All right. And are there any like bodies in sight?
Currently, no.
Currently.
Comforting.
Don't like that word. The Todd is just like, I can see if I can get the power going. If you want to see, if, like, maybe someone sabotaged the engine or if they had an issue.
We can come with.
Yep. Would I know where like the engineering thing? Would this be like a similar build?
Yeah, you would. Even if you didn't know exactly where it was, you'd have a fairly good idea of what area.
I know ship looks abandoned, but you know, Snow is nearly a good fighter now. One of us should go with each of you if we're going to split up, or we should all stick together, just in case of ambush.
Well, if you want to go check the engineering bay, I'm not going to stop you. The ship looks pretty much empty. I would like to go check the captain's quarters. This is probably where they kept all the information.
Yep.
Stuff we're
Okay.
looking for.
Yep.
I don't know if someone wants to come with me. I'd be safer if...
Oh, you're not going alone, Captain.
No, I was just going to say it'd be safer physically if Brenda was there, but I'd be safer mentally knowing that you are safer physically with Brenda with you.
Like, if need be, I can take care of myself. It's alright.
She packs quite a bunch.
If we just want to make sure no one leaves ships, then why don't you just weld the door closed?
Is there only the one?
Well, usually.
I mean, I could.
Yeah, but then we'll need some time to get out if something happens.
I can rip through door.
That's true.
I'll weld it just enough for a normal person to not be able to get out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, I walk up to the door. Like, do you want me to do this?
It's up to captain. I just give suggestions.
It is a fine suggestion. I'm the type of captain that accepts suggestions from his crew and respects your opinion. Not that I need a reason to say that out loud in an empty ship, but, you know. I just like to remind everyone that I'm a good captain.
Yeah, no need to toot your own horn, God.
No.
I close the door. I close the door, and I'd like to just Well, just like the lock, I guess. So if someone were to if someone like Brenda were to like boot it down or whatnot, it would break at that hinge. So like I'm not like welding the whole outline of it or anything.
Yeah.
Just
Okay. Yeah. You can
it.
easily. What does it look like when you do this?
I think it's just she puts her palm over it, and it looks like, oh no, I'll say that she kind of sort of finger guns it, and it looks like a welding torch, and just kind of like puts it over. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah. So you do that. Yeah. So it is effectively sealed.
All right, well that did.
If we just take a quick moment, thank you very much for all the gifts and donations, everything that's gone on so far. We started off with Otherdoc donating 200 bits to give a nat 20 to Lauren. Then Gemsong went on a gift sub spree. We've got a gift sub to Summer, who gave it to Lauren, who gave a nat 20 to Lauren. A sub to Space Pirate Games, who gave a nat 20 to Lauren. A sub to Simon, who gave a nat 1 to Lauren. We had one for Avery, who gave a nat 20 to her beloved captain because she's a suck up, and one.
I'm a good widow, Imperial.
One to Julie, who gave a nat 20 to. No, one for Julie, who gave a nat 20 to Avery. I think I said that right. And then we're all up to speed.
Awesome.
Can you
Great.
believe that people like me as their captain? Sucking up for a promotion.
Crazy. No, it doesn't sound real.
All right. So
We haven't even seen each other yet. Calm
we
down.
haven't seen each other yet. This is gonna be great. All right. So Tanya is going down to engineering. Sebastian's heading towards the captain quarters. And how is the other two being split up?
I was gonna go with Tanya,
Okay.
unless
Yeah.
there are other suggestions.
I follow orders. I go where you need me most.
Who would like to come to the captain's quarters?
I'd say team of 2 and 2 sounds good.
All right, so Brenda said that I was a good enough fighter, so I think Brenda, you should go with Tanya, and Crow, you should come with me.
Yeah,
Fair
but I
enough.
can also start fires
Yes.
at will.
Very
That's
good
true.
captain. Okay fighter.
Thank
So-
you, Brenda.
Sometimes.
We did a right fit.
Yes.
All right, otherwise okay, you know what, Brenda, come with me, and I'll just push Brenda in the direction of the captain's quarters.
You'll change
And I
mind,
looked
but
across, like, we're going on an adventure.
Boy.
Immediately regretting your decision.
okay. I mean, if you want to go on your own, Captain, it's up to you.
Brenda, just go with the captain.
Okay, I'm just saying.
I go in the direction of the captain's quarters. I don't care if someone follows me or not. I just have my hand on my pistol, and I'm being careful.
Last thing he said was for me to follow him, so I'm following him, and I'm hitting my key of the empire, key of the soldier.
Alrighty. Let's go. Engineering room. Engineering. We'll head off to the engineering room. As I'm walking, I'd like to just keep it alert. I think the main thing I want to do is like step out to see. I don't know how exactly the power of this thing works, but I want to like just sniff for like if there's like a gas leak or anything. In that like my fire would kill us essentially. But I don't know if there's like stuff like that on these ships. I don't know how they run.
Yeah, I mean, you could. I feel like that'd be considerable. You could give me a difficulty roll of 3 to figure that out.
Yeah. Tick. Alrighty.
Can I hear any other people or things that are alive with my mom hearing?
Your mom.
With your mom senses.
Yeah. Does my mother's intuition tell me anything?
Someone's hiding in the closet.
There must be someone left.
I think right now, no.
Okay.
All right, so Tanya, what do you want to use?
Alrighty,
this
I'll
roll?
use my engineer stuff.
All right, so you start off with one. Then you get an
yeah.
engineer.
So assuming that like like this is under the assumption that like gas and all that kind of stuff is often used with engines and stuff like that as well.
Yeah,
like,
at least some form of gases would.
Some of them. Yeah, as long as otherwise I'm kind of fucked. I'll use ships, engines. I use mechanic. I've probably had to repair this kind of thing before, so I'll use repair, and I'll use talented for that one as well.
Cool. So that's 7, I believe,
7?
if I count it right.
7. Alrighty. And what was the difficulty roll again?
3.
3. Alrighty. I'll add 1 for my pool for that one.
Okay.
So 8.
Oh,
All those ones though.
yeah. You can't smell anything. Normally, any of these gases would have an added smell to them, so that this doesn't accidentally happen. And be aware if there's a leak. You can't smell any of that.
Okay. I'll pass that on to Crow, but like, well, I don't really think there's a gas leak or anything, which is good.
Right.
Otherwise, I'd be at a bit of a hindrance.
We can find out what. Well, 1 stopped the ship, and 2 took out all the people. If there's anyone here.
I'd like to just snap my fingers and a couple of little very small fireballs come around us to light up our area better than the emergency lighting does.
And
Okay.
that?
Yeah. And I'll send those, like I said.
Yeah, as these little balls of light kind of appear into the air, you are very aware of the 2 bodies laying on the ground.
Cool.
Oh, I regret this.
Alright. With this, I'm gonna just try to figure out how long they've been dead, cause of death sort of thing.
Yeah. Like if we didn't spell them, like it kind of been too long.
Yeah. As you get closer to them, even as you get, as you kind of reach your hand out to kind of, turn them over, it's pretty obvious that they're dead. And as you pull them up, you see the blood that had pooled underneath them and the wounds in their chest, which they probably came from. Looks at a glance like a gunshot wounds.
I think Tanya's very, very, very pale-faced, and you can see probably the lights start flickering a little bit. Because she talks a lot of shit, but I don't think she's ever seen a dead body before.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, so she's kind of taking a step back, and she's pretty shaken up. She's like, Jesus. This is the first time you've seen her genuinely retreating into herself.
Just kind of looking back over my shoulder. Gonna be all right.
I think so. I think so. It just kind of looks around and what happened?
Looks like gunshot to me, but whether that be that they were boarded or there was some sort of attack from the inside, I'm not entirely certain. Not yet. Looking around, are there any more, or did it look like they were running, or that they had kind of squared off with whoever had been attacking them? Do they have weapons in hand?
Yeah, so as you kind of now examine them closer, they are Imperials. They are wearing uniform. And considering just from the placement of the bullet wounds, they seem to have, there was nothing on the back. It was just it wasn't like they were running away and got shot in the back situation. And yeah, they do have the pistols.
Well, I'm going to take these pistols, check if there's ammo, and bring them with us because maybe we'll need them.
Okay.
Out of
So-
character, I want a gun for Tanya at the moment. It doesn't
Well, if there's two, then I'd just be like, well, I don't know if you need it, but do you know how to handle a gun?
Just shake the head like.
This not. All right, you stick to your fire. I'll stick to this. And I suppose I'll get
Can you
onward.
teach me one day?
That I can do.
Alrighty, moving on, and she'll send the lights forward again.
All right. And as
Yeah.
you delve a little deeper into the darkness that is the bowels of the Crimson Spectre, we hop up to the upper floor where, Sebastian, you are pushing Brenda along.
Well, I mean, once it's clear that she's gonna be following me,
Yeah.
or me following her, like I'll stop pushing her in the back. That's just inviting a second punch to the face. Like, why would I do that?
No, your face is too pretty. I wouldn't break it.
Thank you, Brenda.
Where you want to go to captain's quarters?
That's probably where they must have kept all the important documents. I don't like staying in a ghost ship any longer than we have to. It's how undead skeleton pirate crews rise up. So let's just...
That's very superstitious of you, Captain.
But wouldn't be awesome if it happened? Us fighting skeletons aboard a ghost ship?
Well,
Like in the stories?
I think at first it would be interesting to see how the bones break without all the flesh on top, but after a while I imagine it would be boring.
You would get bored fighting skeletons aboard a ghost ship.
Wouldn't you? Once you've got through the initial horror, is it not boring concept? What is scary about skeleton? I have one, you have one.
But they don't move of their own accord.
Well, what do you think brain is?
But skeletons on a ghost ship, they don't have brains.
How do you know? Have you checked?
Well, no, I've read stories that's...
Inside,
my version-
it's inside skull, you know? Just because they have no muscles, can you see inside skull?
That's a very good point. Brenda, you never went to school, have you?
No, but I know what skull looks like. You crack it open and juice is inside, but you can't see until you crack it open.
I can't believe you're making me bored of the idea of fighting an undead crew.
They're boring. They have no, like, backstory or nothing. What is their motivation? Oh, I'm undead. I kill living. Boring.
To get revenge on whoever killed them.
Why did someone kill them? Why would someone kill skeletons?
Well, why would someone kill Imperials aboard a ship that's not supposed to exist?
Well, I don't know. Maybe they're just, I don't know, going through some sort of crisis or something. Some good time in slave pits would help. Gives discipline.
Think about it. If you were to capture skeletons aboard a ghost ship, you could bring them to a fighting pit, and they would never tire out.
Yes, they would. You break bone, useless.
But,
And what holds bones together anyway?
I don't know, magic?
Well, now you're just being ridiculous. Look, I'll take the door. You point pistol at it.
Alright, I get my pistol out, I get ready, I sigh. I'm like, alright, let's do this.
And I'll just like, I don't know if the door's locked or not, but I'm just gonna pull it open one way or another.
Okay. So, Sai, as you've been rifling through everything that's been scattered, you dig through and, whilst there's some, just kind of financial papers, just, a few things of just, logs of, like supplies and other boring stuff like that. Under kind of under the bed, you find what looks like to be a very similar kind of diagram as the piece that you were able to recover before. Except this one is whole. There's no tears in it, like the one that you had handed off to the Indigo Eye. And now, again, this seems to be another uncolonized planet that, again, notations of what possible resources are there. No populations. But the image of it is looking a little familiar to you.
Mm-hmm.
This is a planet that you've been to before, but that you haven't been to in a very long time. And stamped in the corner is the it has the Imperial crest, and it also has a house crest, one that you would know as Firefly. And as you kind of pick this up and you're going through, what's going through Sai's head right now?
She gets super drawn into it. She really can't believe that anyone would go there. She's just kind of staring at it, remembering the last time she was there, remembering what happened and who died there. It's just completely flabbergasted that anybody would ever want to go there.
But well, it does seem like it's part of the colonization plans, or at least the information that the Crimson Spectre was tasked to find. The only thing that brings you out of your thoughts of this place is the sound of conversation outside the door.
I stuffed the plans in my pants.
What would keep the bones solid anyway? You know, no calcium.
I pull my guns out and I'm standing behind the desk.
Alright, just open the door, I'll get ready.
Okay.
Yeah, it's unlocked.
Oh, so I'll just swing it open real fast then. So like, kaboom!
And I just show up in the middle of the doorway with my pistol out. And I go, what the fuck?
Hi, Sebastian.
What the f are you doing here?
Brenda walks into the room to sort of be close to everyone and just starts pushing the guns down. Both parties.
There's a lot of strength, Sai.
Ooh, nice. She double takes when she looks at Brent.
I work out lots.
It shows. Sorry, I'm not gonna shoot you. I'm not shooting anyone. Hi, just didn't know who was. I heard undead talk, so I thought I should be prepared. You know, that can happen.
Captain,
I turn to Brenda and I go, see?
No, hang on, Captain. Friend, or restrain her quickly, friend?
I don't even have a safe word prepared.
Well, you don't get one in slave pits.
Bad then, Vance. You don't need to restrain her, but I'd like...
Are you uncomfortable, Sebastian?
I'd like...
What the fuck?
I can't say it. I'd like Vance to drop her weapons. I can't say... I can't.
Have you developed some kind of... Are you all right? You seem stressed out.
You're still wearing my father's coat.
Well, I've had it tailored.
Tell me what you're doing here on this ship that's not supposed to exist.
Sure. Tourist stuff?
Yeah, okay. Where's your crew, Vance?
That's a great question. They're I mean, I assume they're around here somewhere, just waiting. It's so good to see you. This is crazy.
It is. Except I wasn't expecting to see you, like,
Ever?
ever again.
Yeah. How's your dad doing?
Don't.
It's just a
If you want
question.
things to go all right, you don't bring father into this. It is weird. It's been awkward since the academy. Also, how could you stoop so low?
What are you talking about? I'm very flexible.
Yeah, that's just. Have you no respect for yourself, Vance? It's my father we were talking about.
Hang on.
you not-
Everyone, what's going on here? Remember, you are captain, you are captain. Neither of you talk like captain. You talk like high school kids. What's going on?
That's because we used to be high school kids. Brenda, meet Captain Cyren Vance.
Oh, you got it.
Oh, Captain Vance. I hold out my hand. Welcome, Imperial Cutcoat.
Yep, I will I'll put one gun away and I'll keep the other and I'll take her hand.
She doesn't
You are-
mean to crush your hand.
Okay. Oh, that's bracing. Good way to wake up.
Oh, okay.
You look have we met before?
No, never. I am Imperial soldier, maybe, Regiment 512 before getting assigned to Captain Snow.
No, I don't think that was it. Brenda. I'll place it. Brenda.
If you've ever been to fighting pits before, Vance.
I am pretty famous
No.
around fighting pits, and also slave pits. If you maybe have had time as slaver or slave worker, maybe you also know me.
Oh, God, the
Champion 10 years
Imperials
running.
are so great with their slave pits.
Good opportunity. I have career now.
Uh-huh. That's great. That's
Couldn't-
excellent.
Couldn't be better. Recommended for everyone. Discipline.
Don't know if I believe her. Okay.
Well, let's put it this way. I'm tapping my key of the Empire.
Oh, terrifying. Terrifying. So, what are you doing here?
Oh, you know. Imperial stuff.
Oh, cool. Tight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an Imperial ship, Vance. You're not supposed
Is
to
it?
be here.
I thought it was like a ghost ship.
Not supposed to be here, Captain? I thought Captain Vance wearing Imperial uniform. Imperial Captain, no?
She's not the captain of the Crimson Spectre. That I know. I'd
That's-
wager a lot of money on it.
That's true. You know, I see something though that looks like it's in distress and I fall for it hard.
Ah, damn you and your big heart.
Yep.
So can I get anything straight from you? Or do I
Straight?
have
No,
to-
never.
Alright then, I'm gonna have to ask Brenda to
I don't know. I
get
feel
a little
pretty...
handsy with you.
I feel pretty awkward, Captain. This feels like a conversation perhaps I shouldn't hear. Do you two need
Yeah.
time alone?
Yeah, I would love some time alone just to catch up.
Can you just stay outside the door? And if I scream for help, if I say something like, "Oh God, Brenda, please save me,"
That
You
means
barge
he's
in.
fine.
you barge in and you break her face.
Not my face. Brenda, not my face.
Cauliflower ear, nose broken 6 times, jaw with teeth missing. Face not so important.
Oh, but the captain's it is. Remember how I acted in the fighting pit? She's gonna be worse than that.
Okay.
Thank you.
You guys are acting very strangely. I will be just outside. Captain, I recommend if in danger, shorter safe word like "ah" would be good. Rather than long sentence.
Sure, he
Sure.
might not be able to get through it all because of his. Are you sick? You keep choking.
I'm not sure if you're friend or foe, but best of luck to you, Captain Vance.
Oh, thanks. I like you. There's something about you I really like.
And Brenda goes and stands outside the door, sort of scratching her head, like, what is going on?
Oh, we are respectable captains. Sorry if I keep choking, Vance. I seems like I'm allergic to big fat lies. Last I saw you, you were kicked out of the academy.
I like to think of it as, leaving voluntarily.
Is this why your name is plastered over wanted posters all over the Empire?
My name?
I mean, unless there are multiple Captain Cyren Vance.
I haven't seen those. Do you have one? I have a board that I like to tack things up on.
No, I'm sorry. I don't keep pictures of the person who slept with my dad.
Yeah, that would be might be too kinky. I don't kink shame, but we're getting Oedipal there.
Yeah, the last year of the academy was very weird for me. Very awkward. Thanks, Vance.
You're welcome?
So,
Right, yes.
We're not going to stay on the Spectre for long. This place is either haunted, a trap, or set to blow.
Oh, good to know.
Interject so that we've hit 10 retweets, and so we have a wild magic search.
I'm about to turn into a mass of tentacles, Vance. Don't be scared.
It's all right, I have so many guns.
She did just
That's
say
not me.
she don't want to kink shame. So.
That is true. Please let it be not that one. So, I'm going to ask you again,
Sure.
out of earshot of anyone.
Great.
Where's your crew? Do you have a way off this ship right now?
I always have a way off a ship. Or on a ship.
I meant if I weren't here, would you have a way off this ship?
I always have a way off a ship.
Good. Then you don't tell me right now what you were doing here. We might have to leave you here. For whatever nasty surprise happens to the Crimson Spectre after we've left.
Oh no, you're going? That's so sad. I am here looking for someone. Why are you here though?
Looking for stuff. I'm not privy to talk about it. You know how the Empire works.
Cool.
Look, would you feel safer if we were to discuss this in my ship's private bar that we just built? Because we have a bar.
No, I think I'm good. I mean, it's kind of creepy here, but I feel much more comfortable on this ship.
You said like that they could hear conversations outside, right? So I'm just standing outside and I'm like, "Oh, Captain, that's terrible chat up line."
So as we're talking, I'll begin like going through the papers and everything and just trying to find out like if there aren't any ledgers about the movements of the comings and goings of the Crimson Spectre and all that.
Okay, so because you were looking for different information, you're able to actually find it as well. So as you go through, yeah, there seems to be, again, the administrative ledgers. We docked here, and then we left and went here, headed to this direction. We got this report from the Imperials. Yada, yada, yada. So a lot of that. What exactly are you looking for?
Well, we wanted to find out about the whereabouts of the Crimson Spectre. We know where the ship is. We don't know what their mission exactly was and which step during their mission they were at when something went wrong. So I'm trying to find information on who might have ambushed them. I mean, I didn't see any bodies, but so far I'm assuming the whole crew's dead. Or taken prisoner. Or soon to turn into skeletons. So, Tanya,
Or all
Crow,
of
just
the
be
above.
ready. Or all of the above. Skeleton prisoners. I'm also trying to find out where they were going. Because, I mean, we're clearly in the, middle of the blue? There's nothing around?
Yeah, you're kind of in this weird gray zone between, uncolonized worlds, free worlds, and Imperial worlds.
Yeah, so, like, this is the perfect place for pirates to strike. And, I mean, if this was an unregistered ship, or at least an unregistered ship, makes sense that pirates would try to target it as, like, like a merchant ship or something. So, I'm hoping that this is what it is, and it's not some sort of sabotage attempt by... Never mind, Vance couldn't attempt a sabotage attempt. So, never mind that last part. Trying to find out if it's actual pirates that did anything.
Okay. So, going through kind of that list of things, they had been doing a lot of... Well, the ship had been landing in a lot of areas of the uncolonized worlds. A lot of names that you don't recognize as Imperial or as free worlds, and really they're kind of just a series of like numbers to identify, like, here's this basically unidentified planet. So they've been doing a lot. They've been going to a lot of those. There was, and as you kind of go through, again, it matches up with what you saw in the records of Olympia. They had gone to Olympia, then went out to these outer worlds. And then it's kind of, there were, my brain's just trying to remember things. And the next destination was one to make a stop over in a world named C936.
I feel like I should write that down.
That's probably important. C936. And they were on their way, and then clearly they never made it. There's no records of them making it there.
Is that the planet? Just for Lauren's edification?
Yes,
Thank you.
that is C936.
Have I ever heard of that planet before?
Ooh.
Considering I have I don't know if let me copy paste that secret to Kiena. Considering I have this, would you say I would know if C936 is part of that?
Ooh. Okay. So no, it's kind of a to it. C936 is a planet that if you were to come from here, you would definitely have to pass.
To get to there.
Yes.
Okay. So it's like it's part of the like route that you would normally take or something. Okay.
Lauren is making the best right now.
It pays to stay in school, Lauren.
I'm reading over your shoulder, dude. I'm right behind you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not hiding anything.
Yeah.
It's just meaningless ledgers.
Under her breath, she goes, "Oh my God, he went back."
I'll turn around and say, "He what?"
Someone you wouldn't know. Don't go there.
Why?
It's bad.
How bad? Like, are we talking skeleton undead army bad? Because I would go just to show Brenda skeletons on board.
Right? Yeah. No, it'd be fascinating.
1 minute they're at each other's throats, next minute they're talking jovially. Is this nice person? Is this bad person? What the hell is going on?
There is so much tension.
It's someone I knew died there.
Oh, I'm sorry. But this is an uninhabited planet.
Yeah, you think that. Back in the academy days, a friend of mine found that there were rumors about treasure or some such. It was very vague on that planet. And we went there.
Oh.
And something else was there.
Undead pirate army.
No, think scarier.
What is it?
But just one.
Scarier than an undead, I don't know, stumbling upon you with my dad?
No, I mean, I think that'd be an image, you know.
That'd be an image that I wouldn't want to have scarred.
It was mostly me, at least. You're lucky. Although your dad keeps it tight. Sorry. I'm sorry. Don't go there. I'm trying to, save your... I'm sorry.
I mean, do you know how long it took for me to get over it?
Did you talk to someone?
Who would I have talked to?
Like a
I
professional.
made a stupid bet with a friend at the academy, and she slept with my relatives. You know.
It doesn't sound like you're really over it, though, Sebastian.
No, I'm not.
Oh. Well, I recommend talking to a professional. It's very helpful. You need to destigmatize that in your mind.
The man is a monster. How could you?
I don't want to say the first thing that pops into my head. Do you want me to, though?
Is it the same thing that popped into you?
Yeah, he's a good leg. Baguette-sized.
I get a flask out of my coat, and the player just took a drink. The character takes a drink, but a longer one.
Mm. Are you sharing?
Sure, it's like we're family, aren't we?
I drink it.
Here,
that's good shite.
Of course it is. Do you think I only can afford like watered down ale?
Duh. Money's everything.
Yeah. So you found something scary there and people died.
Yeah.
And strangely enough, you wouldn't want me to go there and die as well.
Of course I don't want you to die.
I wasn't sure. Sorry, it's not like we kept in touch.
You never wrote?
Neither did you.
You don't know.
Are they old school friends? Are they old lovers? Do they hate each other? I'm getting many mixed signals out here. Maybe it would have been easier if I just banged heads together.
Is your crew here, by the way?
Part of my crew. The rest stayed on the ship.
Love to meet him.
All right. You want to give me a hand emptying out this captain's quarters?
Oh, you look like you got it.
I'll start taking stuff.
Captains, you sound like you're okay. I'm going to go and check out the bridge. And I'm not expecting Brenda to find anything unless Kiana has anything planned, but she just wants to get away from this very, very awkward, confusing situation. It doesn't sound like there's going to be any trouble. She's leaving.
Bye, Brenda.
Nice to speak with you, Vance, I think. Vance, nice to speak with you.
Right.
Yes, I can introduce you to the crew. Do you need a ride to any other planet?
No, I'll be fine. I think. I'll get back to you.
Sure. By the way, Kiana, this whole story about like going to hunt for a treasure on an abandoned planet, like knowing that Sebastian is in love with stories, and like epics and all that. Would I've ever heard of like maybe like a rumor in school about like a bunch of students going, in the dead of night, skipping school to go find a treasure, and like they found something?
Okay. Yeah, you kind of start thinking back, and again, it's been a few years at this point, and you're trying to like, most of the time with rumors, you kind of shove them out of your
Oh
head.
yeah, but like, oh wait, there
But-
might have been a substance to that rumor.
Yeah. You kind of think, and you're like, there'd been a few things heard. You know that Sai was missing for a few days, the academy, after a mission that she was out on. Now that you're kind of, and she was out with, there was rumors, with a guy named Eli Morrow.
Okay.
And another person that you can't really remember. So that's kind of, you're like, okay, it may not be unsubstantiated. As it was a bit of a kerfuffle.
But like, I used to hear a rumor, like I heard a rumor about that once, and now she's just confirming that, like, oh yeah, they did do something.
Yes.
Might just have other questions for her later. Cool.
All right. So you can head out of the captain's quarters, and actually we'll skip over down to the engineering room. As Tanya and Crow, you go down this hallway. There's a couple more bodies that you find. One Imperial and another not.
Could I inspect the not Imperial one and try and deduce like a source, like whether they are pirates or just like freelance kind of raiders of some sort, or anything recognizable?
Okay.
And or ID on them. People carry
Yeah,
that.
it's not a driver's license.
There is no like, hello, I am X person.
Yeah.
My name is.
However, you as you go through, kind of pulling through some pockets and things, you find a handkerchief, which has a symbol printed on it, that of a kind of spark.
All right. I'm
Tanya's
curious if
very-
I know this symbol, or
Yeah.
if
I don't think I would, but Tanya's like behind Crow, very, very like stone faced or whatnot, and she's kind of like got her arms like close to like hugging herself a bit, and she's very quiet, which is like not normal for Tanya.
yeah.
But she's doing that thing where like you want to look away from it, but you like keep looking back to it, and like
Yeah,
just
but
with the bodies,
you
like
can't.
you
Yeah.
can't look away.
Mhm. Yeah. For what it's worth, Crow's just very like giving it the gravity that it deserves, but not like I don't know. Has been here before, and it's
Yeah.
not.
I
fun.
think seeing Crow like not comfortable. I don't think he can be comfortable in this kind of situation, but like clearly has experience, I guess, and like knows what she's doing. That sets Tanya at ease a little bit. She just kind of wants to get to the engine room because that's what she knows.
Yeah. As soon as like I just find this handkerchief, I'm just, that's about what I'm gonna find. On our way, just gonna put just a hand on your shoulder, just like unspoken, just like here
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah, I don't think Tanya looks at her or anything. She's kind of like very firmly looking at the ground.
Mhm.
But yeah, they'll lead the way to the engineer's room. She's always got those lights a couple of feet ahead, plus like 1 or 2 around her and Crow.
Yeah.
Just so that way, if there is anyone living or whatnot and doing an ambush, they see the lights first and probably ambush those.
Yeah. I'm keeping an eye out, just like very like high alert, like, oh, okay, there's shit went down and I don't know what all is left.
Okay, so as you go further down, I did roll randomly for who that wild magister was going to go to, and it goes to Tanya.
Oh, no.
Boy.
Oh, no.
As you step
Oh
down.
no!
Oh,
What's
no.
the number now? 546?
Yeah, it's 546, and if by some twist of fate you actually roll a 546, I'm going to be disappointed in destiny.
Okay.
I see you getting excited about it, Simon.
What's the command again for rolling?
Oh, I'll type it out for you.
Oh, cheers. Mm.
It could be 546. Basically, I'm still waiting for that game where I show up.
Has not come up once yet. It's not
Could
come up.
be today.
Wait, there's a
So just copy
wild
paste
surge that Kiana shows up?
Yes, Kiana. It reads something lines of Kiana
Oh,
appears. She is smiling.
Just do anything else. It's just that.
I just show up. I'm still
Alright.
waiting for that.
308.
All right, what's 308?
Okay. This
Now-
is Tanya's terrible, no good, very bad day.
Yikes.
Remember, you can always ask for a reroll.
Yeah, let's re-roll that.
Oh.
I don't think you
Have to
guys
tell me
are
what it
coming
was
into-
afterwards.
Yeah, I don't think you guys are coming into any contact with potted plants anytime soon. So
A ficus
I make a
appears,
friend.
emerging from the shadows.
He's here.
It
Again,
rustles.
this one might have the opposite problem.
Oh no. Is it like something fire-based? Like, Tanya would just do that?
okay, please roll a 1d6.
Oh no.
Oh.
5.
Oh boy.
Oh, I've never felt fear like this.
Duration is up to the DM's discretion as well, Kiana. You can change it if you wish.
Oh boy.
What?
Yeah. Okay.
I've never known feel like this.
We'll change that from day to hours.
Oh, I don't like that.
So, as you kind of step down into the darkness with the globes of flame lighting the way, Crow, you're realizing that's a little bit brighter. Off of Tanya?
Oh, I'm a bright spark. I'm a bright bundle of joy.
and Tanya, your magic is tingling a little weird here. Maybe it's just the stress and not being able to control it, just because of the anxiety that you're getting in this place.
Mm.
But it's almost like as if the energy within you, that magic, it's finding a way to escape and kind of just almost like a coping mechanism. As your skin will produce torchlight for the next 5 hours.
5 hours. I think Tanya's actually scared. I think she looks at Crow and like she's looking at her like it's just like, what's wrong with me? What's happening to me?
Has that ever happened before? I'm just kind of like
I think she looks genuinely scared because I don't think she's ever had something like this happen before. I think maybe occasionally like a flame is like she's actually put something out or like lit something off or whatnot. But I think like a full body glow, I don't think she's ever had that happen before. So I think she looks pretty unnerved by it. But I think once that she realizes that like nothing's hurting and she couldn't like being able to feel the magic, I guess, kind of is like doing that. And I imagine it's kind of similar to that the feeling in your chest and stuff like when you get anxious and it's just kind of like jittery or whatnot. I feel like that's kind of what she's feeling now. And but like I think once she realizes that like she's not burning and like nothing hurts and it's just a glow, she's kind of like eases out of it and I'm just like, I think I'm okay. But like her hands are shaking or whatnot. It's just, I think I'm okay. This is a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I
Older face, like
you're gonna get through this.
You're doing great, sweetie.
But yeah, she just
Super
kind of
cute.
just wipes her eyes a little bit, and she's just like, "Oh my god, okay." It's a little brighter than usual. What color's the light? Is it like orange, like yellow?
Yeah, it's like this kind of. It's almost like dimmed out firelight.
Okay. As well, I guess I
Change
think
the
she turns out the torch, the lamps that were like surrounding us. It's like, I guess we don't need these anymore. She still has a couple ahead though.
It works for like flashlights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
Crow's convinced that this place is
This place
getting
is
creepier by the second.
This place is haunted. She's been possessed.
It's kind of haunted.
Yeah, like I think Tanya's like very like reserved, or like wringing her hands a bit now, and she's just like she's very out of her element. I think she wants to get to the engineering room where she knows what's up.
Yeah.
She knows these things, and I think like one of her coping mechanisms is to like tinker with stuff and like tamper with things. So I think she just like kind of hurries it along a bit.
Hmm.
It's like let's go, let's go.
Yep, we're gonna hurry.
Yeah, we're gonna
All right.
hightail it to the engineer.
All right. So you quickly rush over to the engineering room. You sorry. You get to the clear door of the engineering room. Where you can enter in if you'd like. It's dark.
Can I listen at the door first and check if it's locked?
Okay. Yeah. The door doesn't seem to be locked.
Okay. Well, if anything jumps out, and you know what's. We've got weapons of our own. I've got a pistol out. I imagine you're good with fire.
Yeah, she's got her hands kind of lit up a little bit. Like her hands are a bit brighter than the rest of her.
All right. And
ready.
I'm gonna like shove the door open and kind of step to the side just in case.
Yeah. I'll send the lights in as soon as she opens the door.
Yeah, you shove it open. And again, it's dark in here. A couple of more people lie on the ground, but there is another source of light in here. The generator, or the backup generator.
Alright.
That kind of glows with a bit of a greenish bluish light from the little lights on it.
Alrighty. Can I see anything very obviously wrong with the engine or anything? Like, is it like smashed to bits or?
Now as you kind of send the lights in, and as you kind of stand there, you can make me a roll of difficulty 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Okay. 2. I think similar things as the last time. I'll use I'll use engineer, so that's a 2 there, and then I'll use mechanic, repair, ships, engines, talented, and I think I'll use toolkit as well, just to see if I can like if I go in closer to look at things, maybe like give them a little tap and check with everything. So would that work? That'd be right. 8.
Yeah.
If that all checks out. Alrighty.
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. At first glance, it's not so obvious as hey, the entire part of the engine is gone. But as you take a better look, the furnace has been clearly snuffed out on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
It's just you don't get the smoke that you would get from a eventually dwindling out. Like it's almost damp. Now somebody has thrown in water.
Yeah.
And a bunch of the pipes. You can tell they've been loosened.
Mm-hmm.
And what little steam still lets off is kind of hissing out the sides.
Okay. If I could, I'd like to try and repair that and whatnot, like just to get these connections and just weld them back together, and then go to the furnace and like just essentially like it's like a gout of flame from my hands just to light this thing back up.
Okay. So yeah, you can start on that. Crow, what are you doing at this point?
I'm checking for less conspicuous types of sabotage that might be apparent here, like if someone had or rather if anything is left that might still be a danger. So if I don't know, any kind of more in the electrical realm than anything else, if there's anything kind of like, if we start this thing up, is it going to be really bad for us, and that sort of thing.
Okay, that will be a difficulty roll of 3.
Okie dokie. What do I want to use today? We're gonna do kind of a it doesn't seem really apparent what she's doing. She just kind of like puts a hand on like a console and just closes her eyes, and we're gonna use some ghost blood powers here. So I can do there's electrical overload, just like what could have happened to the system. So there's control technology, and I don't know, possess, sort of like if you're just like really searching out the connections and stuff. So there's
ghost.
So that is
Okay, well with the secret you don't have to roll anything.
oh that's not a secret, that's a trait.
Oh, that's a trait.
Yeah. So that was I'm saving that for if we really need it.
Can I throw in one of mine to help as well? Just like if I lose anything while I'm fixing things.
You can't give a pool die to assist.
Yeah.
That's 5. I'll toss, I don't know, one of mine in there. That's quite a bit. So that's 7 total, including Tanya's.
All right, roll there.
Oh, there's many 6s. Wow. Okay, so that's 5 successes.
Nice.
Damn.
All right, so with 5 successes, what does it look like when you do this?
How much of this stuff might be exposed? Because I think anything that's like under any kind of like console I don't know, covering wouldn't really be as apparent, but anything that is exposed probably have a faint kind of bluish light to it.
Okay.
And almost like a pulsing outward from there.
Yeah. So as you kind of place your hand onto one of these wires and just let it.
Important question. Do I see this?
Are you trying to hide it?
Typically, yes.
Typically?
So, I mean, she thinks you're busy, but she's still very inconspicuous about it.
Fair
You
enough.
may, I don't think you notice quite that, Crow is doing this, but you may notice like the kind of little pulse of blue light off of the wires, but that seems to be, maybe it's just because you're fiddling around with things and things are coming back to life.
I think Tanya just kind of frowns a bit, a little suspicious because, like, wires don't do that. But it's like, oh, it doesn't seem to
Not
be hurting.
usually.
Yeah. No, not usually. So, yeah, I won't fuss over it too much.
All right, so you, as you pour into your energy into the wires to sense, the connections, you're in your mind, you can kind of match the mappings in a sense. Be like, okay, yeah, those connections make sense. Yeah, that connects to furnace, which connects to this. Okay, that makes sense. And you get to one point, which doesn't quite make sense. the one attached to the bridge. There's some almost like a blockade right there. And something is jamming it. And I'll give you this. With your experience on ships and with your experience doing this kind of electrical work, you think if too much energy tries to go this way and hits this blockade, it's just going to build up until it.
All right. Good to know.
Should Tanya start like fixing the furnace?
At this, just gonna come over, put a hand on Tanya's shoulder and just be like, hold off a bit. There's something weird in the wiring. Can we check out the brig first before we put power into this?
Yeah, like Tanya like shuts it off and like takes her hands out, and I think she has like one of the traits for it is quench, so I assume I'm able to like bring fire down as well, not to start it. But yeah, she's just like, how do you know what's happening in the brig? We haven't been there yet.
Seen this sort of thing before. She's just gonna start making her way that way. She's just like, I have a hunch.
Tanya's just like, what? But she'll follow, like, again, kind of like try not to look back at the bodies, but looks back at the bodies, and she follows close behind Crow.
And you follow your mom instincts towards the bridge, where we find Brenda.
Hello.
So, Brenda, you just trying to get away from the awkward situation of basically what is a mini high school reunion between two people who haven't talked to each other in a while.
They either love each other intensely or they hate each other. I'm not really sure, but there is some strong emotion going on there.
Ugh.
So, as you walk into the bridge, oh, that's where a whole bunch of the bodies are. Huh.
Brenda's just like sitting in the middle of it, like, hey.
Yeah, possibly like sitting on one and like, do we have like
She
rations?
already there when we walked in?
Yeah, oh yeah, I've headed to the brig during
Yeah.
the captain's conversations. She got weirded out.
My question is, like, when we get there, is Brenda already there, just sitting among all these bodies,
yeah.
or do we
I
kind of
think I'll
arrive
be-
at the same time, so we both kind of have that initial?
I think
No,
I'll be
the brig-
sitting on a pile with like a ration out if we have any. Like, I checked all place, it's clear.
Yeah, as you are.
Yeah,
mix
like, Tanya
of-
stops and was just like,
Yeah, it's a mix of Imperial and pirate, maybe, bodies here.
Brenda, are any of these yours?
No, they will like this when I came in.
Okay. Alright. Well, can you help
Tanya's
me look
light
for
just
something?
constantly, like, flickers, like she's having a great time.
Just kind of, well, Rachel's starting to just be like, this is a lot. If you're not comfortable, I won't hold it against you if you want to stay outside.
Let's just find what you're looking for, however you know what you're looking for.
Looking for something, what, in pockets or looking for person? And I'll just pick up a body and start patting the pockets.
I was like, no, I'm going outside. I think she's gonna wait by the door. She's just gonna sit, like, find a corner away from the bodies. Like, pretty much, I think she's gonna go to the room where we entered, where there wasn't any bodies there, I think. And she's just gonna sit down, like, in a corner and sit there for a while. She's out. She's out.
Alright. Okay. Could I try again and try and pinpoint where this block is? Or did I get a sense of I don't know where that might be coming from with the first roll.
Okay. Sorry, there was a lot of shouting all of a sudden, and I was very concerned.
No.
Oh no.
And now they're singing.
I can vaguely hear them.
Yeah.
Go
Anyway.
singing.
Someone's having a great time.
Some of the crew is still alive and they're just having a grand old time.
Oh no.
Anyways, so as you're kind of like, okay, I have a general idea. If you're just kind of trying to map it out in your brain, you're gonna have to pull up some panels off the floor. You think?
Yeah. I'm going to ask Brenda for help in this endeavor. Pulling up panels.
Yeah, no problem. I can pick up bodies. What are we looking for? I say, I'm like pulling things up pocket, like mostly weapons, papers. What do we want?
I'm looking for wires.
Wires.
Yes, there's a lot of them in one of these ships. So if you could help me pull up these panels a bit, I can take a closer look. I'm afraid there might be a bit of sabotage.
Oh, okay. Is there an official way to pull up panels, or do you just want me to smash them open?
I'd prefer prying if rather than smashing down, pulling up. I'm sure we have crowbars or something.
Oh, I'm like patting my pockets, like, well, do you have crowbar? Right?
I have a knife.
Oh yes, so do they. Knife is good. I'll use knife.
There you go. We can both kind of try at this.
Yeah. That's what you get for educated brain.
All right, so you start shoving the blade to pry up these boards. It's fairly unorthodox, and you think the blade's getting a little chipped from doing this, as it's not made for prying up boards. But
So good.
you managed to get a few of the panels up.
All right. What do I find?
There's as you kind of peer in, do you see the bundle of wires here, and you find kind of enclosed around one of around this bundle is a strange device. It's kind of almost like a band around it, made out of metal. It's not made out of like the same metal as other bracings.
Right. So it doesn't match. Is there anything? I'm not sure exactly how to ask this, but like, what about this is weird, other than it not matching? Like, why would someone bundle a bunch of wires together with metal?
Okay. Yeah. So as you kind of examine close, it's not just like a band. It seems to be like an actual like ring, like it's thick. It has around it, and as you kind of feel your hands around it, there seems to be a few buttons.
Does it seem really like wedged in there, or could I potentially have room to kind of turn it or get a better look?
Yeah, you think you can kind of shift it. It would be with some difficulty as you do that.
Okay.
And you see, as you kind of, shimmy it around, there's definitely like kind of what looked like to be a closing mechanism on it. No obvious keyholes or anything on it.
And the buttons, are they like part of a lock then?
You're not sure.
Okay.
Kind of a bunch of them. It doesn't seem very obvious that, this is the locking mechanism.
Yeah. Just like if it looks like a combination lock or something. Great. Okay. Is there any indication of it being anything like armed? Or did it already run its course?
You can make me a difficulty roll of 3.
Okie dokie. We found a bomb! So,
Boy.
oh boy.
What is wrong, Crow? Everything okay? It's just device, right? What is this? Thermal coupling or some other fancy word that usually Tanya uses?
It could be dangerous. It could also be the source of like what actually put this ship out of commission.
Oh,
I'm not sure if it's dangerous still.
do you want I should smash it?
No, I don't think that's a good idea. Just give me a moment. Maybe go see if Tanya's all right.
Oh, okay, if you need time, perfect. Just outside if you need me. And I'll go and check in on Tanya. I don't think I've got any blood on me or anything, so it should be okay.
All right. So I'm not trying to do anything just yet, but like investigating it, I suppose. So I think I could probably use the same stuff again.
I'd agree.
Yeah. So yeah, those same 6 minus Tanya's. Although I will add one of my own. So that will go. Yeah, definitely. It's 4 and higher, yeah. Okay, so that is.
Looks like we got a new friend.
5 successes again.
Damn, you're on fire here today. Yeah, so as you kind of extend your energy out, you kind of start mapping it through. This is certainly set to explode. When there is a certain amount of electrical energy that goes through it, or B, if something if it's broken in any way rather than unlocked.
Okay.
It's fairly sophisticated.
Would I know where someone might get sort of supplies and or the knowledge of making one of these?
Ooh,
to
okay.
this like level of I don't know, sophistication.
Okay, so there are a few people in the Navy who would know that these are people who work on building ships and the such that you would have some connections to. The other way you would think that somebody could get their hands on this is through the black market.
All right. Like both supplies and just getting it made in general.
Yeah.
Funny question. Do I recognize the work?
Ooh. Huh.
When a teacher face palms and goes like, "Oh wow, this would never blow up anyway. I know who did this."
Well, you can't say it's not. There's no like very particular like symbol or sign on it, or signature working that says it's this person. But you're kind of realizing that one of the reasons why you're able to tap into it so easily is because it has a lot of similarities to things that you have learned and taught before when you're doing like basics of like repairing or electrical stuff in the academy.
All right. Okay. Well. Can I use my secret to disarm it?
Yes, you can certainly use
entirely.
your secret of the Technomancer to disarm
Okay.
it. What does it look like when you do this?
It is a bit fancier than the like just minor glowing of before. It almost has like this it's the same sort of light, but it goes through kind of like all of the circuitry and then almost like makes a I think for this one it would kind of like raise off of it and then kind of like click into an almost like a disc.
Very nice. And as it's kind of almost ghostly, ethereal energy wraps around and moves it. As it kind of, you hear that kind of click into place as it uncouples itself.
All right. Can I take it with me?
Yeah, you can certainly do
Okay.
that.
The gang gets a bomb.
Today's episode.
Oh, bless.
All right. So, Tanya, as you are sitting outside, what's going through your head?
I think a number of things. There's a few things that's happening right now. Are they just kind of looking at her hands? Also, is the floor of this room like wooden? If so, she is absolutely just like absent-mindedly just like burning holes into it, like just like. And I think a lot of flashes of the dead bodies come into her mind a lot. Like she can't get that vision out of her head. She can't get the vision of like the first ones they saw, and like fucking Brenda just holding one up, and it's just like fighting in a pit and beating people up is one thing. A massacre is another thing entirely, and she hasn't seen anything like this before. Like she's been around a bit. But like considering her youth was quite sheltered, and then like afterwards it was just like more thieving stuff or whatnot. It was never like fighting. And I think the body's kind of just, it's just spooked her a lot, and she's very pale and she's just very like very glassy eyed, I guess, not really looking at anything particular. She's very distressed right now. And I think the light that she's giving off shows it as well. Like it'll flicker whenever she remembers those bodies or whatnot. Like her powers are very emotional, I think. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So this is what you come across, Brenda, when you step out of the room. Tanya kind of curled up. This glow off of her now more obvious in the darkness of the hallway.
I guess I'll sort of like sit down opposite her and just be like, okay, so I really appreciate that you like don't try to run away anymore, and I know I give you like more space and stuff, but I trust you on ship. You don't have to use magic glow so we know where you are or anything.
I think she just kind of shakes her head and she doesn't look up at Brenda. She just kind of mumbles, like she's hugging her knees, just kind of like mumbles into her arms, just like, I can't control it.
Tanya, are you okay?
I think just like, no, like Brenda, it's a massacre out there. I haven't. You might be you fight a lot and you've seen this, but I haven't, and this is the first for me, and it's jarring to say the least.
I'm sorry. I remember a time when bodies were not so familiar to me either. Before I was a slave.
Did they shock you too?
Well, the first time I saw one was kind of in a high stress environment, shall we say? So, it was don't be shocked or be dead.
I think she just kind of gives a bit of a nod. She's not really making much of a conversation at the moment.
So hey, you know this ship, state of the art, right? Like, there must be lots of tech on here that you can check out. Like, those thermal couplers. It's like the only word Brenda knows. Like,
That's the one that like Tanya's said a number of times because she's probably told off some of the engineers like on our ship for it. So, I don't know, maybe it's something they forget to check all the time or something.
yeah. And so, why don't we forget about bodies and we can go and play with techno stuff? I can do the
She
heavy
just kinda-
lifting.
She just kind of mumbles in terms like there are bodies in the engineering room.
Okay.
And there are bodies everywhere.
Okay. Yes.
I was muted, but at this point, Crow walks out with this bundle of wires. She's like, well, this is taken care of. I don't think we're in danger anymore.
I think Tanya like kind of looks up like from here. She kind of like looks up and just kind of squints a bit. And it's like, how did you know there was danger?
Keen eye.
Mom senses.
Yeah.
I'll tell
Good.
your mother's intuition. That's like-
All the captains
think
and
she-
crew members, they have eyes in back of head.
I think she narrows her eyes a little bit. She's definitely suspicious, but like she's not gonna chase it. Not now. She's got more important things on her mind.
Brenda, where is our fine young captain?
I left him up in captain's quarters. He's talking with another captain. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. They either are very much in love and fallen out, or very much hate each other, but maybe attracted to each other also. Very confusing.
There's someone else on the ship.
Yes. Captain, it was familiar to me at the time. Captain Vance.
I think Tanya kind of gets up. It's like, and you left him alone?
Well, honestly, if I wasn't sure which way it was going to go, if it went a particular way, I didn't really want to bear witness. You know.
That's fair. Are you sure that's the only other person?
Well, I did do a quick run around. I found lots of lots of other people who are currently incapacitated. But I didn't find any crew members who are currently active.
All right. Thank you.
There was no one in the engineering room either. So.
Julie is curious what happened to the other people that Vance came on the ship with.
Where did they go?
Where did they go?
We don't know they exist. We don't know.
Who knows? Anyway, I'm gonna just kind of keep this my little bundle under my arm and go to where I expect the captain's quarters might be. And just be like, all right, you keep an eye on Tanya, and if you see anything else, holler. I'm sure we can hear just about anything aboard this empty ship. And off I go.
All right.
Okay, if we see sock
My
on
kids are
door,
scattered.
if we see sock on door aboard mission.
Oh my God.
When we walk out, do we meet them?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
okay. So all of this is jumping around the place from time to time. So
Sorry, we're very much a split the party kind of party.
yeah. So
How bad?
Somehow it works.
okay.
We don't know how.
Cy and Sebastian, you walk out, and there's currently really nobody here.
So, as we're walking out with all this stuff, or I'm walking out with all this stuff, what have you been up to?
Oh, you
Aside
know.
from tourist.
Yeah, traveling, seeing the world. Zzz.
I bet it's super awesome.
It is. You should try it sometime.
There was no sarcasm in that.
There was no sarcasm in mine, it's just my tone is hard to control sometimes.
It's cool. You should meet my crew.
Oh, I'd love to. Love to.
Definitely the best people the Empire could muster.
Yeah, where are they?
Well, here they are.
Well, hold on
Oh,
a hot
shit.
second.
Boom.
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
Let's skip all the bad stuff.
As the two of you kind of walk down the corridor, you kind of heard, the direction that Brenda was headed. You turn the corner of this hallway, and oh, hey, Sai, there's the other three. And Layla, the other two red shirts. Layla immediately, upon spotting Sebastian, pulls out her gun.
I jump in front of him. It's fine. Everything's cool. He's fine. He's chill. Look at him. He's so, he's fine. Hi. Just everyone, hold on a hot sec.
Does Brenda see these people yet?
Oh, hey, there's the rest of the Imperial crew.
Ah!
Do they see us?
The Indigo Eye do not see the three of you.
I have a very important question.
Basically, they're kind of so. There's Sai and Sebastian.
I
Indigo
have
Eye.
such an important question.
Don't.
God.
Are they in a group?
Oh no.
Yes.
Well, if they haven't seen me and they're pointing a captain at my gun, can I just walk behind them and just with sort of one arm just sort of smash all three of them against the wall using my secret of the berserker? I can take out multiple group targets with one blow. What? Not to kill them or anything, but just to instantly
so
disarm
volunteer.
all of them.
It's just like knocking over bowling pin.
I still need you to make me an attack roll.
Okay.
So that'll be a difficulty roll of
Looks
I'm
like
gonna
we got
say
more friends.
3.
3, okay. So I'll be
Thank you
using
for the raid, by the way.
I'll be using Pit Fighter. It's a daring move, so I'm using that. I'm not gonna give him a scary look because they can't see me. I might break some bones. Nothing too serious, but there could be definitely cranium fracture is possible. I am hard, it is fast, and it is brutal, so that'll be 6.
Did you say I am hard?
Oh yeah. Hard
I
as,
was waiting for you to comment on that.
hard as Soviet Russia. And as bent as the sickle that crosses it.
She's hard and ready all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use 2 secrets at once?
You can only use one secret.
Okay, cool. So I'll just use them 6, and I'll use 3 dice from my pool to knock it up to 9.
All right. Let's see, here we go. Nice.
Boom.
Yep. There's kind of bang as
Okay.
just mash against the wall.
And I turn to Tanya, and I'm like, don't worry. All alive. Little bit hurt. Nothing serious. That one looks little iffy, but no one killed here. Everything fine.
Have you killed someone else somewhere else?
Not today.
Cool.
If I turn to Tanya, do I see her being distressed?
You see her being distressed and glowing.
Okay.
That's not normal. Vance, she doesn't glow normally. Tanya, are you alright? I'll turn to Crow and both Crow and you and ask what happened in the engineering bay.
There's a lot of bodies. Everywhere. Mostly there, pointing back to the
They didn't do that. They just got here.
Oh, sorry. They point a gun at Captain. I fought it for best.
I don't really mind as long as they're not dead, but
You jump in front of Captain. Makes me think maybe they might shoot. Best to, whoop, ask questions later.
Sure. There are dead bodies somewhere?
Oh, all over ship. You didn't know?
No, I just got here.
Oh yeah, ship is full of I just sort of like put my hand over Tanya's. Ship is full of corpses. Corpses everywhere. It's pretty bad. Some of them are quite mangled. Some of them are mostly okay.
Oh,
I think her light flares up a little bit. She's a little irritated, and she's just like, "I can handle the word. The word is fine."
Sorry, Tanya.
Imperial bodies? And were they killed? How were they killed?
There's quite a mix of Imperials and what I had assumed to be pirates, and mostly gunshots. A few stabs. I don't know.
Stabs like with knives or like other kind of stabby things?
You know, there's a lot of pointy objects in the Wild Blue. I'm sure you could use your imagination. They're dead.
And now that you're having the conversation with each other, you're like, huh.
I think I've been lectured like this somewhere before.
Captain, are you all right?
I'm fine.
Not you.
No,
Oh,
she was
sorry.
talking to you.
Oh, I understand.
I think Tanya's just like, "Who the fuck are you?" Just like
Tanya.
quietly from the ground.
Crow, Brenda, meet
You can do it.
Captain Cyren Vance.
Hi.
Thrown out
Tanya
of the
just-
academy at the age of 16.
I
think
left
Tanya
for the
just, like,
academy.
Tanya just squints at you a little bit, and it's just like, "You're no captain of mine," and just kind of like retreats back around the corner.
No, it would be odd if you had two captains.
And Crow, now it's all clicked into place.
Well, it's been a while since I heard that name.
You've heard of me.
And your brother.
Cool.
You had a brother. Seems like it would
Twinsies.
only be fair for me to sleep with him.
It's not the time, Sebastian.
Sorry,
I
old
think Tanya
woman's
picks
doing
her
it.
head around and goes like, "Who's sleeping with who now?"
I
Nothing.
don't think your captain's ever slept with anyone.
I think Tanya just kind of, nah.
Okay, whatever. You have your captain, my people have myself, whatever. So the bodies, right? There were, you think pirate bodies?
Yes, pirate bodies. There were pirate bodies all over floor.
I look at Crow. I was like, "Didn't you find something on one of them?"
I did. As I'm pulling this. I'm
no.
running low on hands, but I don't want to hand this to anyone else. I'm gonna pull out the handkerchief and hand it to Sebastian first. But do you recognize this symbol?
What is it? And do I recognize it?
So, the handkerchief itself is gray, and there's this kind of like teal spark symbol on it. Oh yeah, you know this. You knew it from its earliest sketches. This-
I crumple the handkerchief.
And Sai, you definitely would have seen this as well. It's just you know who that belongs to.
I put it in my pocket and I say, "We're getting the fuck out. Brenda, tie up the prisoners. We're not staying here."
You don't need to take them captive. They gave me a ride. That's it.
But they are here on Imperial ship where people have been killed. They must be questioned, much like you.
Yes, but they just got here, and the bodies, they looked older, right, instructor?
Yeah, but they knew where to find the ship, so they're of a certain import for me and my crew.
And we're meant to take your word for it.
You're
wanna
a very
stay here?
skeptical young lady.
Do you want to stay here and wait for this ship to blow up around you, or do you want to come with us?
Hang on a minute. Ship is going to blow up? This is news. What?
She's straight faced.
Sure.
Naughty the fuck.
There wasn't
Dude.
anything else on the ship, was there?
What else is there to find? You've got the captain's quarters and papers and whatever.
Well,
The ship was attacked by... Sorry, Vance.
no, go.
Have you seen the body of a young lady anywhere?
I don't think so. I wasn't taking particular notice. There were possibly some women amongst the crew.
Really?
I guess it's a multi-gendered crew. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Shit, I'm gonna go and look at each body one by one because I'm hoping it is not who I think it is.
I'll go with them because I want to find anything that's gonna point me in the right direction. The reason I came here, so I'm gonna go with Sebastian.
Yeah, okay. Captain say we go look for bodies. Okie dokie.
Who are you looking for?
None of your business, Vance.
I might be able to help. There's a lot of bodies.
I'm looking for a friend who might have been on this. That would surprise me.
Do you have a description?
I describe Birdie to you, which I think is she has black hair, not super tall.
Eyes in ocean blue.
Yeah, eyes of ocean blue.
Yeah. She has a mark right on her. Yeah.
Wait, what?
It's on the posters. I've seen them. Always looking for a reward.
The mark is on her shoulder blade. You wouldn't see her back on the posters, Vance.
No. It's in the description. At least the ones out in non-Imperial lands. They're quite colorful with their words.
Can I talk to you in private? I say, looking at the rest of my crew.
Okay. See, this is exactly what I was talking about.
Let's just look at the bodies.
All right, we'll look at the bodies first, but
I will absolutely talk to you before I go.
I'll just tie up these here new Imperial prisoners. This one looks like good slave material.
No, please don't do that. Please don't, Brenda.
I'm afraid I have to follow my captain's orders, hitting that key again.
Sebastian.
Vance.
Just be gentle, Brenda.
Yes, no, I not break any arms or anything. Just simple hog tie.
Can just don't. I don't.
I thought you had a way off the ship regardless.
I do. I don't want these people to get fucked by the Empire.
Please, why wouldn't want? Oof, my words, my brain. Friday night. Why wouldn't you want them to be interrogated?
Yeah,
they didn't. They're just people. They didn't do anything.
But they knew this ship was here. Nobody's supposed to know this ship was here.
We stumbled across it.
Yeah, right.
It's okay. Good judiciary procedure here. They get questioned, innocent until proven guilty. Everyone is happy.
What is it?
You know that's bullshit, right?
No, it's true.
What are you hiding, Vance? Why are you here? It would be so much easier for you to just tell the truth for once.
We heard there were pirates in the area. We're looking for pirates. That's the only reason they're here. They didn't do this. They know nothing about it.
Then if Brenda was to ask them the same question, they would answer the same thing.
Yeah. Yes.
Then when they wake up, Brenda will ask them the question.
And
then we'll let them go.
While these people are arguing, can I just get up and just kind of like, now that they're tied up and stuff, now can I just kind of get up, kind of like a little sluggishly or whatnot, get up and just kind of like search these people? Like,
okay.
Yeah,
you
just
kind of
like, who are they? Are there any symbols or anything? Or
and Brenda will be absolutely okay. Be careful, though, Tanya. Remember, the prisoners have rights.
I'm not being like super in depth about it, but it's just kind of like checking clothing to see if there's any like symbols engraved, like
a few coins.
Recognize any faces even?
A few coins, few you know, knickknacks and the such. But as you kind of push, you have to kind of push some clothing aside and stuff. You do find on one of the woman's arm, is this kind of symbol of an eye.
I just kind of like hold the person's wrist up, and I just like, "Hey, Captain, do you recognize this?"
Do I?
You would, being a captain from pure army, navy rather, that this is the symbol of the indigo eye, which has been causing some trouble across the empire.
Also,
But
I
they-
keep the coins and stuff intact. I don't steal anything.
They wouldn't be pirate hunters.
Not particularly. They're not affiliated with pirates. There's no direct connection that you can think of, at least.
I feel compelled to defend Empire here. Captain, I appreciate your faith in me, but I am not qualified to, like, question people. We have good procedures, laws in place to make sure people are safe. These people will be interrogated fairly.
Yes, according to Imperial law, I'm to interrogate them.
Oh, well, you know laws. Okay.
So,
Would I know if they're part of this organization and they're taken in, or they're screwed?
You think not killed, but you think charges, imprisoned.
Cool. So, Crow mentioned a bomb.
Yep.
She's carrying something in her hand. So, I pull out my gun and point it at the bomb that I assume is there.
Just gonna like narrow my eyes at you, like, what are you pulling?
This seems drastic from where we were having nice conversation about laws and fairness.
it would have been so much simpler, Vance.
We're not gonna enslave a bunch of people.
I never said I would enslave anyone.
That's what's gonna happen, Sebastian. Get your head out of the clouds.
People only get made slave by fair trial. I know, I was part of one. I was a thief. I was made slave. I was guilty. These people will get fair trial.
Those people would rather die than be slaves.
Have you no faith in me as a captain?
I don't know yet.
We're out in the blue. I'd be the one presiding the trial. I'd be the one deciding their sentence. Right now, you're about to shoot one of my crew. And for this act alone, I could just have you arrested or worse. Brenda can be on you in the blink of an eye.
I can move faster than that.
Can Brenda be on her right now?
Brenda would need a command.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't happen.
I
like,
have an idea that I could do just to distract. Am I behind? Like, am I behind Vance at the moment? Because I was like checking those bodies. Well, not the bodies, but like the indigo eye people. It's like, is that how it's positioned? Is it like the indigo eye people? Then it's Tanya searching them, and then it's Vance, and then Vance facing Snow.
Yeah, I guess that would be.
I'm facing Crow.
Yeah, is Crow next to? But my question is like, is Vance facing away from Tanya right now?
Would Vance be?
Would Vance not have her eyes on someone? No.
Brenda has taken like a sort of semi-active stance. Not aggressive, but she looks like she kind of maybe wants to be. She's not used to doing this whole thinking thing.
Yeah.
This is interesting position we are in.
I don't want to have to hurt you, Vance, but I have a duty to the Empire. Lower your pistol. Finish the search of the ship with me. I'll interrogate your friends or whoever they are, and if they're telling the truth and they were just here to search for pirates, regardless of prior affiliations, I can prove lenient.
What's lenient?
I don't know, I'm torn between letting them go or anything else, really. It's my prerogative. Can I ask you to trust me for just this once?
Okay.
I mean, if anything, you can always lean on a snow. No, that doesn't work.
No.
Tanya's also like, no.
Nah. My family doesn't really have a cool motto, so yeah, I'm gonna have to come up with one.
I never did mine.
Vance,
What?
yes, I'm very pleased to meet you, but I too would very much like it if you put gun away.
Yeah,
She'll
'cause
lower it.
When you get at a bar, like Tanya's just kind of like.
She'll lower it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What's your plan, Vance?
To hopefully trust Sebastian here. Come for try to get the information I came here for. And then be on my merry way.
Careful.
Is this really your crew?
No.
Didn't think so.
No. Kaelin would hate these people.
I think at the mention of the name Kaelin, Tanya kind of looks up. And she's
Brenda's
like,
eyes go very wide, but she's probably just angry.
she's like, sorry, what was that name you just dropped?
This Vance gets worried. Talon. My friend Talon.
Yeah, that sounded like a K, but
Talon.
alright.
Yeah.
Talon Barkham, perhaps?
Oh,
And
she.
she's really like,
Yeah. Vance and Tanya are like, that's it.
I think she just kind of like slumps a little bit, and she's just like kind of mutters, like you can hear her. She's just like, well, that's where she's been this whole time.
Cool.
Looks like we're gonna be friends.
Oh. Just, where's the shovel? I should stop. Cool. So I'm gonna look around for what I want to find. Sebastian's gonna be totally cool and fair to these people who did not do this and had nothing to do with it.
No, they didn't. But Brenda, can you bring them aboard the Seraphim?
How's Brenda feeling right now?
Brenda has been staring at Vance since name was popped, and as the captain addresses her, she has to sort of shake herself out and be like, sorry, Captain. Beg pardon, was thinking about something else. Everything okay?
Everything okay, Brenda?
Yes, everything fine. Gun on bomb. Very makes me woozy. Idea of explosion. Turn stomach.
That is very uncommon for you. Okay, can you bring the prisoners on board, please?
Yes. She'll just sort of like, because she's where she's hog-tied hands and feet together, she'll just sort of like scoop them up into like one arm. Like,
Amazing. Oh,
All
God.
right.
I think also, in addition to looking traumatized, kind of ill and glowing, Tanya also looks downright depressed.
God.
Having a bad day.
See, if we had fought a skeleton crew, this would have been so much more fun. Now this ship is filled with like Psychological trauma and
Yeah, I don't know
wounding.
what's going on with your crew. Lots
Lots of kids at depression time.
yeah. So let's look around.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll start with that.
So you say I'm taking them on board back to our ship.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll go and take bodies onto crew. Nice to meet you, Captain Vance.
You too, Brenda.
Make sure crew don't stab you in back. And just leaves on that.
Your crew?
I
Just-
think Tanya speaks up at that. Was like, no, Kaylin.
Shots fired.
Did you say Talon? Sorry, I
Whatever you want to call her. I don't know what name she goes by now.
Cool. Great. Just gonna look over some pirate corpses.
Okay. So you guys can keep looking. There's a couple of moments, Sebastian, where your heart kind of stops as you think, maybe that's Birdie, but no, it's not her.
All right.
And in the meantime, Vance, you're kind of going through pockets of the pirates.
Mm-hmm.
Again, finding again more of those kind of trinkety things that denote that they are Flint's men.
Pilfering from the dead, are you?
Yep, that's me. That's definitely something I would do.
That's why I'm raising the question. That's not something you would do.
Trying to find someone like you.
Someone like me, you don't miss my dad, do you?
No, that's not what I. Well, sometimes at night. No, I'm looking for someone the way that you are looking for someone.
Any description? Or if that, and I hold the handkerchief, or if that is description enough.
Someone that I used to know.
Anybody that you recognized from those dead?
Do you recognize anybody, Kiana?
Most of you would recognize a few of the Imperial crew as people you've gone to school with. But
The primary thing I'm looking for is anything that's going to, like, some kind of code or something that's going to tell me where I need to go.
yeah, okay. So as you kind of keep searching and, having to roll over bodies, and going through pockets, you do find a slip of paper with a series of numbers and letters on it. Oh, hi, Hilty. One of them is A325, another is
Yeah.
like another is D646,
Mm-hmm.
and the last one is C936.
Okay. Do they ring to me like coordinates?
They ring to you as planet numbers.
Mm-hmm.
You're not sure why those specific three in that specific order off the top of your head,
Yeah.
but
My assumption is that the bottom one is the last one that would be my assumption. Okay. I'm gonna slip it up my sleeve. And all right. Well, great. Uh,
Joyful day.
yeah. Can't you just, Sebastian, can you please just let him go?
They're not yours, are they?
No. But they brought me here. They were trying to help.
Help with what?
Help
Since
me.
this is... No, go.
Help me find who I need to find. Made a promise.
Well, now that this person or whatever it is you're looking for has something or a link whatsoever to the Crimson Spectre, I feel like maybe I should know a bit more.
You think that you could let him go if I tell you what you want to know?
Sure.
Okay.
No bullshit.
No bullshit.
Also, couldn't we talk not in the presence of the dead? Just
Sure, because they could rise up like a yeah, back away. They could rise up any second.
See?
Come on.
exactly.
Yeah. My brother used to like to tell me that to scare me when I was a kid.
I mean, wouldn't it be amazing though if that happened?
No, it'd be super cool. I would never get bored of it because it's like, wow, they were dead and now they're not. Like, what is holding them together? They have no muscles.
Oh, it's magic. Of course.
I know. Magic's
Obviously.
great. Yeah.
I mean, we already have magic.
Right. Serious
So,
talk. Yeah.
yeah.
Let's move away.
Let's grow up for a second, unfortunately.
Just a second.
Oh.
So.
Why are you here? Who are you looking for?
I'm looking for Uriah Flint.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, no. Same reaction though.
Why are you looking for this piece of shit?
Because I want to kill him.
You had my curiosity, now you have my attention. Wait, how did you know Flint?
That is difficult to say.
Please don't tell me you were intimate with him. Please don't tell me you were intimate with him. Please. Intimate. I think. No smooching. No smooching with Flint. You did not.
No, I didn't. Ew. Gross. But I would say there was a time when we knew each other more intimately than anyone else. No, not like that. It wasn't like sex with no kissing. Where does your mind go?
I don't know what to expect from you, Vance.
Thank you.
Wait. Flint isn't your brother, is it? Don't tell me Flint's your brother.
That's not my brother's name.
It's not a code name either.
No, yeah. Mm.
Okay, just things would have been.
I knew him when we were kids. We grew up together. Same planet.
Small world.
Yeah, very. And
Let me guess you. Go. Sorry.
He killed someone. I mean, he's killed a lot of people. He is why I don't have a brother anymore.
Sorry. So he is a piece of shit.
Oh, completely.
You killed your brother and then fled whatever planet you were from and landed on Elysium.
Sounds like him.
It's pretty much him. Stupid handkerchief. Fucking drawing. I saw him draw it countless times in his notebook. I'm so angry I'm breaking my mouse.
You weren't
What?
intimate.
Oh! I mean, he had a dreamy face, but no, he's this friend I'm looking for. She's also looking for him.
God.
And it's gonna kill her. And I should have... I can't believe I'm saying all that to you, Vance, but it's been tearing me up. I should have told her not to go, or I should have gone with her. And now I'm afraid she's dead somewhere in the blue because of me.
Maybe she found friends.
I really hope she did. I hope that she's living her best adventure. If you
We
ever...
square? We square?
You still didn't tell me. You're looking for him for what? Revenge? You want to kill him? Really?
I honestly don't know.
Because he has to answer for a lot of things.
If I can, I'll bring him in. If I can.
Because you think I would want him brought in?
What do you want?
Well, I have a duty for the to the Empire and everything, but I have a duty to my friends first. I would beat the shit out of this guy until he apologizes for the years of tears and heartbreaks. And also for your brother, now that you've mentioned it.
I could get behind that.
You ever find him, send me a message. No Empire, no... Just straight up punch his pretty dreamy face. Oh yeah, because he grew up to be like super dreamy and cute and shit.
People say that, I don't see it.
Have you ever had someone like peer at your soul? Because his eyes did that easily. It's dangerous.
Yeah, I know someone like that.
Them's are dangerous eyes.
Fall into those blue eyes.
Okay, by now, can Sebastian have, added 1 + 1?
Uriah Flint has blue eyes.
But Vance did have a reaction when I mentioned who I was looking for, and you did add on to the description.
I'll just say you have a hunch. You have
Okay.
you have like.
So then I'll just prod in that direction of that hunch then.
Yeah, essentially, it's like, it can't be, but like it has to kind of.
Well, part of Sebastian really hopes that if she's with anybody, at least Vance is someone that I can sort of trust. Like, from what I remember of Vance, she's not a bad person.
Minus the wanted poster of
Look,
murder and treason.
I've killed people. I can understand the difference. But, all right then, prodding in that direction. Yeah. Blue eyes are very deep. Careful you don't wake up one day and they've suddenly disappeared.
I'm gonna try not to let that happen to anyone. My whole crew has blue eyes. It's really odd.
Oh yeah, sure. It's like a prerequisite to be on your crew, is it?
I mean, you know.
Between you and I kind of vetoed certain of my crew members because of personal preferences. I mean, it's not in the Imperial code, but I mean, we're all gonna be stuck together for like months on end.
Sure, don't want anybody to remind you of someone you'd rather not remember.
There's only one person I'd rather not remember, and that's him. I am so angry you can hear me meow, apparently.
So, I think that's 4 for 4.
Yeah. I'll get back to my ship and release the prisoners.
I'll take a jaunt with you. I could use a stroll. Been wanting to see what the newfangled Imperial ships look like.
You mean you want to see what an actual ship looks like? Yeah, sure.
Sure.
All right, so as you walk back to meet the other three as they've been around the Seraphim, Crow, Brenda, Tanya, as you're either in or by the entrance of the Seraphim's Eye, there's some sounds from outside, as an outside into the blue. Sounds of things. A ship with 2 possibly cannons firing.
Right now. In fact, that is what Crow says. Right now.
Yeah. Tanya's just like, fuck, what now?
Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna turn on my radio. Super subtle, like.
Okay.
Can we see like a cannibal coming towards us or anything, or like are they warning shots?
You hear the cannon, but it doesn't seem. You don't feel or hear the impact upon your ship. But there's a sound of impact outside, elsewhere.
Well, I was gonna wait for Sebastian, but now I'm like, I need to know because I'm probably the highest ranking officer here right now. I must know. And run to a window, I suppose, that's facing the other way. That's like if we're
so you basically have to go into the ship,
and then that's outside.
And you look out, kind of peering out, and there are 3 ships There's one. They're all fairly small ships, but all very different builds and coloration and the such. With a pilot eye, you can see, okay, that one of them is a, off-brand make, essentially. One of them's a smuggler's ship, the smallest of the three. Last one, the biggest one of the three, has a sail, gray-colored, and with a electric teal spark.
Oh, shit.
Can, like, having got to the ship first, can Brenda be, like, in the, like, she literally has a key of the quick draw. Could she run to, like, ship defenses and start returning fire?
Yeah, again, they seem to, as you look out, Crow, they seem to be firing at each other.
Hmm.
And it's almost as if they haven't quite, maybe they haven't noticed you, maybe they're not worried about you right now, considering you are docked to a ship and haven't engaged yet. But
How far are we?
This is you're a little away from cannon distance, essentially, which might be the other reason why they haven't fired at you.
Hmm.
But you could very easily get into that zone.
In that case, I'd probably put a radio message across the ship. Hello, officers. I'm moving ship into defensive position to return fire. Could use advice.
Brenda!
So at this, you hear this Sai and Sebastian as you kind of step into the threshold.
It's not me. I'm not doing it.
Is there like an intercom or something that I can?
Yeah, there's an intercom that you can.
All right. Just Brenda, who's firing at it? What's going on? Crow, Tanya, anybody?
Probably at the window.
I'm not
with Crow,
entirely sure where we are,
probably.
but I'm gonna like. How far away is it? Can I hear him? Like just talking or?
Yeah, you can kind of hear because you're pretty good just across like
Okay.
way, and if not, you heard him through the intercom, so you could intercom back.
I would want to speak to him directly, so I'm just gonna like, Captain.
I will also just quickly point out,
voices.
Brenda said that she was moving the ship to
Yeah,
defend. Brenda
I'm
is not a
concerned.
pilot at all.
No.
Oh,
I'm just like run to wherever I think I hear Sebastian and just be like, come with me.
I follow.
I think
I'm
Crow was
running
probably
with them.
out the window with Crow. Tanya was out the window with Crow, and then before she leaves, just like, we should get out of here. This doesn't look like our fight.
Oh, yep, that's the plan.
Okay, Tanya's gonna run down to the engineering group and get everyone, yell at everyone to get ready to move.
When Brenda hears you guys approaching, she'll like literally just stand up, leaving the ship, just steering itself, and be like, "Oh, thank God, I'll get to guns." Like it starts listing.
Oh God.
If we're on board, can I see out the ship?
Yes,
Sorry,
you
out the
can.
window.
You can look out the window and Sai, you see the Indigo Eye ship, a possible Flint ship,
Gross.
and the owl.
Fuck. Is the owl fighting or just here?
The owl seems to be engaged.
No! No, what are you doing?
Idiots!
I have some fucking orders to give. Sebastian,
What?
swear to me you'll let him go.
Who?
The people you took prisoner. Swear to me. And I'll tell you
Yes.
something, you'll like it.
You upheld your part of the bargain, so sure. I'm a man of honor.
I get real close to him and I whisper in his ear, I die before I let anything happen to her. And I teleport out.
And as Sai teleports out, vanishing in front of all of your eyes as the seraphim's eye starts to drift down towards a little off course of this battle. I think that is where we're going to have to leave it off.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I don't know if you could tell, but I was bouncing in my seat for most of that session. It's so nice to not be the only one knowing these secrets of backstories.
But I barely spilled like a fourth of them.
I know, but it's nice to have some of them out there.
Yes.
All the hints. All the hints. All the things
the drama was
connecting.
so good.
Oh,
Everything was so good.
I want to see that goddamn map with the like, fucking damn it.
Well, next episode, we will be back with the Imperials in about 2 weeks to see if they engage or if they get away. We'll find out. Well, next week, we'll be over on Off the Table, seeing what the outsiders have been up to, why the heck they're in this fight, and yeah, we'll see how it all turns out. But I guess we should go around, meet our lovely crew today, and make sure to you know, this is the chance, guys, for all of you to say who you are, where we can find you on the internet. Also, we're going to do some stars and wishes. So again, we all say what a star is, a point of that you really loved about this episode. Well, it could be anything. And a wish is just something that you hope happens in a future episode. And yeah, so I guess we will go around, and we'll start off with Julie again.
Hello. Oh boy, so much happened. Okay, well, I'm gonna start with stars and wishes and then do social media stuff. I really liked feeling very helpful in this situation. Nobody knows the gravity of what that was, but that's okay. And anything that the whole tense yet sort of camaraderie going on between our two captains was so good. Like the whole time I was just like, yes, good. So good. Man, I don't even know what I could wish for. 'Cause, like I was thinking like more action, and now we have more action. I'm set. I'm good on action. I think we'll be seeing a good bit of it. Yeah. Aside from that, you can find me on JGraveArt just about anywhere. I sometimes stream RPGs on here, of the video game variety, and I mostly otherwise do art and some cosplay. And yeah.
Awesome, thank you. Yes, I totally agree with you on all that. Just so good. And next up, we have one half of the captain duo, Simon.
Oh, hi. All right. Stars and wishes. Well, Star was to finally be able to roleplay with Captain Cyren Vance, who honestly, despite all the shade, despite all the bickering and whatever, I have the utmost respect and admiration for Lauren. Your character is awesome. Wishes, I don't really have wishes right now. Like, the game can keep going. I wish we had an hour more. That really is it. I don't know if I'd be able to stay super awake for an hour more, but it seems like I want more. I want give all the crew and all the drama and all the disaster. You can find me on Twitter at wondering_DM. It's in the chat or on the overlay. I don't remember. And you can also find me on Twitch /WonderingDM. We have streams on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. and Fridays at 8 p.m. when I'm not here doing this. And I'm also going to announce a few things. There's a couple things that I'm going to be doing, one-shots and other games here and there until the end of the year. And then come January, I'm announcing it to everyone, but I'm on the lookout for players. So if you follow me on Twitter, you'll see me looking on the lookout for players for different campaigns in different worlds and settings and stuff. So that's it. Thanks, everyone. And thanks for the game, Kiana.
As always, a pleasure. Well, thank you. And next up, of course, we have our second captain, the Outsiders captain, Lauren.
Hi. That was so much fun. I had a blast. Like, seriously, that was amazing. Stars, definitely just all the interactions with this crew. I loved it so much. All of it. Especially interacting with Sebastian. That was a blast. That was like all the things. Like a mini arc in its own episode. Wishes. Oh boy. Trying to think how many episodes we have left over there. Run. I don't know how my wishes. I can't wait for the fallout next week. That's what I can't wait for. I'm just excited about all the shit I'm gonna get. Can't wait. So much shit. You can find me on Twitter at thatsaltyginger. I play games around the internet with my friends. Tomorrow I'm over on Unmade Gaming with Katie and Kiana and a bunch of awesome people playing Monster of the Week, and then Call of Cthulhu. Then that night I'm over on the Greyhawk channel doing some D&D 5e, lots of orcs, lots of drama. It's awesome. And then not this Sunday, but next Sunday, October 28th, 7 p.m. Eastern. Where is my background? It's very important. This is Project Athena. It's our final fucking season. And we're getting hyped really early. So next Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/Grimjack21502. Please be there. 1933, Nazi punching, smooching in the showers. It's everything you could want. A+, 10 out of 10, etc. That's me.
I love it. Thank you for coming on for our first crossover episode. I've been dying to make this happen, and I'm super excited. And it looks like we're going to be having another one soon, possibly with good Tanya ending up somewhere. We'll find out. But speaking of...
Bye, guys.
Hi, Avery.
Hello, my name is Avery. I am at MattBat online on most social media. I'll do Stars and Wishes first, because I've got a few things to cover. But God, Lauren, fucking phenomenal. I love it so much. All the drama, all the banter. Tanya got hammered today. Like she had a bad day. It was good to still have like little snarky comments or not throughout. Because hey, no matter how depressed she is, she's always gonna have something to say. Wishes. I wish I could be here next time. Because next week, if we have any Australian viewers, I will be at PAX Melbourne for the whole weekend. Me and a couple friends on the Friday at about, I think it's 4:30 that we have it, in the Galar Theatre. We'll be doing a panel for called D&D for Dummies. So we just kind of cover where we just kind of go, like anyone that wants to get into Dungeons & Dragons but are kind of too scared to or whatnot. We have we'll do like a little panel that covers that, and I'll give some people some shout outs as well. And also the week after that, I won't be here because I'll be at Supernova Adelaide, and I will be in the Artist Alley. I'm not sure where my table is yet, but I will post eventually. So yeah, come by if any viewers are gonna be at Supernova Adelaide. Come buy my art. I sell D&D stickers and a few other little fandom things and some Critical Role prints and stuff like that. So yeah, that's me done. I actually have stuff.
Amazing. Yes, if you're going to those things, go say hi to Avery for us because she's halfway across the world. Why? Why is space and distance and time a thing? I don't know.
Time zones, love them.
Love them. I guess it's me before I hand it back over to Scrat for the evening. So hello, I am Kenna, and I was your GM for Adventures in the Wild Blue. Like I've said before, Adventures in the Wild Blue is a series that takes place over 2 different streams, showcasing 2 different perspectives of the same story. And as we've seen today, a lot of that story gets kind of intertwined with each other, and it's been really fun to kind of bring that to life and to really have these amazing cast members bring their passion and their characters and all their goddamn secrets into this game. It's been super fun, and we've been getting a lot more of the secrets out in the open. So yeah, it's kind of crazy that we only got about a month of this game left. We're already past the halfway point, which is I don't know what happened to it, but we'll be talking more about what's up in the future. Stone talks about that, so keep an eye out over on Twitter, that's where you can find me, over at Kiana S, which is the best way to figure out what I am doing, because I am all over the internet playing role-playing games pretty much every day of the week. A thing I will shout out, yes, tomorrow I'll be running some Call of Cthulhu over on Unmade Gaming for charity, and the big thing that I'm doing right now, I am a university student. I am finishing my last year of undergrad, and I am doing a project that is all about D&D and Twitch live streaming, which means I'm doing a lot of analysis on how audience, like you guys watching, impact story, and how we all collaborate together to create awesome narratives within games. Only thing is, I need some help. In order to do this project, I need to really focus in and talk to some people across the community who live stream and who do all these types of things and different ways of incorporating audience, either through, a chat or maybe through donations or whatever else. So I made a little video explaining exactly what I do, which Scrat just put into the chat. So please watch that so you can get a bigger picture of what I'm doing, and why it's important to the community, and also how you can help. And even if you don't run a live stream or whatever else, just sharing the video would mean a lot to me, because that would mean that I would be able to reach out to all corners of the community and talk to as many awesome people as possible. So yeah, I can't wait for the next couple weeks as we go through the story and, figure out what's going on. Maybe we'll finally see Uriah Flint. Maybe. We'll find out. Make sure to tune in next Friday over on Off the Table, 8 to 11. And after that, back here with the Imperials, unraveling this great story in the Wild Blue. Handing back over to you, Scrat.
Oh, hi. So... there was a lot of feels today. I think my favorite bit was almost definitely the amount of secrets that I understood but Brenda didn't, which was both a joy and frustrating to roleplay. Yeah, Vance. Not even just Vance, just Lauren. Like you are an amazing role player. Like I think I love your like characters who just like bullshit and like they vary on their scale of like lying, and I think you've done it so much now that you know exactly where the line is. Like when Simon literally had to stop and try and figure out if he would put this together or not, that was the same thing for me. I was like, this is so fine on the line right now. Like you're giving so much information without giving any information. I was right there. It's a skill. Well done. Oh yeah, that was probably my gold star. Not just a regular star. It's an Academy gold star. There it is. Wishes. Oh, keep the feels train happening. Don't get me wrong. I love the fighting stuff. It's great, but like. I can feel that feels train coming, and I'm tied to the lines, I just want it to hit me. That's where I am. Anyway, I'm Scradicus, and this is my academy. No, it's a great, inclusive, fun, safe space for you guys to come and check out roleplay games or come and be involved in roleplay games. I can see Nightbot's already given it to you, but here's all of my social links in one handy little thing. If you're not already a part of my Discord, you should be. Come and join in, come and get involved in the conversation. Like I say, there's a wonderful community in there. You'll love it. If you want to get into a game similar to this one, we do free viewer games a week with up to 12 spots for new players every week. We're currently booked up to December, but if you get in before, you can probably still get a game before Christmas. And also, YouTube is now well up to date. If you go and check it out, you can catch up on this and all the other games that we stream on the channel. Of course, you'll have to go and check out the off-the-table VODs for the other side of the story, which features the wonderful Captain Vance. Full-time. I'm full-time. Thank you so much for all of your donations and biddies and subscriptions today. It was amazing. Like I say, we're 2 days in. We're already past 10% of our monthly costs goal. I couldn't ask for more. Thank you so much. Here's our Patreon. You guys can go and check it out. You can support us over there for as little as $1, but we also have a ton of free stuff on there as well. So if you're interested in TTRPGs, you want to go and check out some articles, go and check them out. They're cool. Also, we have merchandise. I'll normally show some off. I suppose I can show off my notebook. We have notebooks, which are perfect for planning not only 3-hour roleplay games, but the other day I managed to get 4 seasons worth of stuff on a page. They're really good. They're really good. You should check them out. Also, we have sponsors in the form of Bird in the Storm Publishing and Mage Hand Press. You should check them out too. I completely missed Bird in the Storm there, but there it is. Go and check them out. Supporting them supports us. Take a look at their free 30-page review. Take a look at their pre-order stuff. It's all very, very good stuff. I think the only suggestion I've seen, or I did see Sheena throw another one in earlier, but straight no never seems to be our war cry.
It's a big mood.
Pretty much, yeah. We're right there. Oh, before I go as well, I should mention that it's the Academy tomorrow. I will be working this weekend. Shock horror, it doesn't usually happen, but this weekend it is. The cameras have moved around, but hey, you can all just be different people for a minute. We're literally about to tune out. Yeah, it's the Academy this weekend. We've got 4 games. Unfortunately, I'll now be doing 2 of them. Unfortunately, we've lost one of our DMs due to a family emergency. But we've still got a bunch of new players and 2 new DMs coming onto the channel tomorrow to come and DM, I think, for the first time on stream for Jess Burst of Hope, possibly. And also bringing Chorus from who runs the Firefly channel on his own channel over to come and do some role play games as well. Yeah, we are going to go and pay a raid. Let's
Jess is doing a thing right now.
Jess, Little Cup of Joe Jess?
She's doing some I think Monster Heart something set in Japanese high school.
What the hell? Has Twitter unfollowed me from Jess? What the hell is this? Okay, let's get us over to Jess's channel. I've had that happen as well before. I've had people do that to me where Rachel, who's in our Curse of Strahd stream, I was like shaming her for only just following me this week. Apparently it's something that's going around Twitch, so yeah. Now I'm on the other end of the stick. I feel bad. It's cool. So we're gonna go over there with straight. No, never. I've missed out a T, but spelling isn't something we value on this channel. There it is. And then there's one with Scrat Hypes. Yeah. So we are full-time, guys. 1 PM, 6 PM, and 10 PM Monday to Thursday. 1 PM over on the Greyhawk channel on Fridays. And here every other week. Come back in 2 weeks to come and see how we deal with these shenanigans. And yes, we will see you over in Little Cup of Joe's channel. Keep evoking emotions. We'll see you later. Bye!